Alright guys, how's it going? It is Friday the 17th of July 2020 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright. Hey, so, have you been enjoying the football since it's resumed? I mean, I've got to be honest with you, right? I haven't. And the COVID pandemic, the lockdown, the suspension of football, the return of football, everything. The way that we were confirmed as league champions, if you like, after 30 years. It was kind of ruined, wasn't it? Maybe for you, maybe no, maybe you're not bothered. Maybe it just, you've won the league and that's it. For me, it took the shine off it, which is a selfish thing because because a lot of people have died, haven't they, because of this. But I'm just being honest. It's human nature. It doesn't mean that. Look, what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that it's human nature for us to be disappointed about things that we enjoy in our lives that take us away from that misery in the first place, if you like. But I just don't want to sound like, that I don't recognise how many people have suffered as a result of this. However, I'm just being honest, that with Liverpool winning the league, I would like to have seen, our fans there and everything. And I'm sure our day or our time will come where we can participate in such, but it's just such a downer the way that we won the league in the end, for me anyway. Now, since football has resumed, I've got to be honest with you, I've hardly watched any football, and I can't believe that, because if you'd have said to me one time there's going to be back-to-back football, I'd have been all over it. I mean, I'd have shut everyone out of my life. I'd have been like, fuck off, don't need you. Do you know what I mean? But it's just not the same for me. When the German football came back first, do you remember me saying to you, I said, it's going to be terrible. You're not going to enjoy it, guys, because it's like behind closed doors. It's going to be awful. And people were like, don't be daft. No, because everyone was so desperate to watch some football. But truth be told, everyone was like, no, you're right. It's garbage, innit? And the good thing is that obviously they then introduced the artificial sound. First of all, I'd like to know, do you watch the football with the artificial sound of the fans? Or are you actually hardcore and you watch it like a training match where you can just hear the players? I'd be really interested if anyone actually likes that. I don't, I hate it. And even though they got the artificial noise on, which has made it watchable, it's just not the same for me. Honest, guys, football without fans is nothing. I don't care what anybody says, honestly. I just can't. I mean, for me, when if you're at the game and you're sat there, well, I suppose it depends where you sat. But my seat's at Liverpool, 6 rows from the front, side of the pitch, great vantage point. And, I can only think back to times when people like Gary Neville would be playing as right back right in front of me, and the shit that he got and that, and all right, so this is irrelevant because this is in the stadium's point of view, but what I'm saying is, like, when you're watching it on TV, and even, if you watch it on TV and you're watching over to that far stand or whatever, and you see a crunching tackle go in that side, and you see the Liverpool fans, when it's at home, jump out of their seats, wanting to get over the board, and and the noise, the level of the noise, the Anfield cauldron, I mean, it can influence bookings. It can influence players to make rash challenges and get sent off. You need the noise. And that's why, for me, over the years, of making these videos and that, you've always heard me say pre-season. Nah, it's not for me, guys, thanks. You'll argue that now and you'll say, yeah, but there's pre-season, there's fans there, tens of thousands of fans who've seen games all over. Yeah, I know, but it's tapping a ball around. I want to fucking get, you know what I'm saying? I want to see them tackles go crunching in. I like to see revenge for a mystery. Do you know what I mean? I like that. So I've always said to you, I don't like pre-season football. It's a training game. I don't like women's football because it's fucking shit anyway. But I don't like women's football because it's meaningless to me. There's no affection. As a football supporter of the man's game, I'm not knocking the women's game. If I followed that for years, in decades to come, I'm sure the girls and even the guys that watch it will have built up their own history and things, but it's not the same. It's never going to be the fucking same. Stop trying to make out it's the fucking same, because it's fucking not. Do you know what I'm saying? We go back, a century or so with football, and You know, I know football fans. My uncle's a Leeds United fan, right? And when they play Manchester United, right? That game, guys, I can't wait to see that happen again, right? When it's the War of the Roses, Lancashire versus Yorkshire. You know what I mean? Dirty Leeds versus the Manx scum, right? That game is one of my, favourites. I mean, like Newcastle, Sunderland, Liverpool, Everton, Liverpool, Man United, Leeds United, Man United. These massive fixtures. And Matt, you could be sat with my uncle, you know, watching a game. Leeds versus Manchester United, for example, and he'll pull some out from fucking 1970s. I remember that fucker in 90. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's history. So you'll see a crunching tackle, be like, yeah, remember that, yeah, just like in 1984 when we put X into the fucking stand, we put you know, I can't explain it. So for me, can't stand these training games, can't stand women's football, can't stand youth football. I got no interest in fucking kids. I was about that then. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to see the kids break through and all that. I've been writing my book, my infamous KopTalk book that I've been writing for about 20 years. And I was talking about this yesterday because the column that I was just finished yesterday was about the columnists. And I did just under 9,000 words in that chapter. And I was talking about Richie Partridge at the Academy, and when he, you know, when I approached him to write for the site, for the website, back in like 99 or something like that. And you know, he agreed to it, but it was subject to getting approval from the Academy director at the time, that was Steve Highway. And Steve Highway rung me up one day, you know, and to discuss it and everything. And I was given the green light, and we did it. It was great. It was like a diary of a kid at the Academy, of his dreams, his aspirations, and his day-to-day life at the Academy. I mean, today that maybe doesn't interest you because there's that much social stuff on social media and the club website and videos taking you all over the place that you're flooded. You've got all this stuff. Back then, in the 90s, when the internet was new, before we even had an official LFC website, I was churning out this content and giving people a look at what it was like. You know, so I did have an interest in youth football, and I want to see certain kids come through. Well, that sounds awful. That makes it sound like I don't want some to come through. I want them all to come through. But I'm not someone that can sit and watch a youth game for the reasons I've given. I like the fans up in arms. You know what I mean? The chants that are socially unacceptable today. I like the chants, the things that they shouldn't be singing about. I fucking like it. All right. I'm a granddad. I'm old. I'm from a certain era. I don't care. If I sat next to someone that turned around and went, oh, I find that rather offensive, I'd be like, well, where would you fuck off then? This is football. This is what it's about. No one actually means what they're fucking singing. It's just their art. It's the fucking passion in it. Do you know what I mean? Fucking ponces. But I like it with the fans. And there's no fans in the stadiums at the moment, so I'm not enjoying the football. Is anybody else like me at the moment? That's all I want to know, right, with regards to that. Anyway, the good news is that Boris Johnson, Boris, has announced plans for fans to return to stadiums from October, although this will be subject to a number of trial runs to ensure it's done in a COVID-secure way. The Prime Minister did not specify sport, referring to audiences in stadia, which includes activities such as music, comedy and other live performances, but sporting events will be pushing for a return of fans as much as any. Johnson said, from October we intend to bring back audiences in stadia and to allow conferences and other business events to recommence. Again, these changes must be done in a COVID-secure way, subject to the successful outcome of pilots. All right, so that's good news. Stadiums are, you know, big places, and I think that there is plenty of ways, safe ways, that people can be reintroduced. I'm not sure about all this COVID stuff now. Anyway, guys, it's fucking weird going on in it. Do you not think? I mean, I'm not a conspiracy nut, but I'm also not, you know, I don't get brainwashed into believing what the government tells us all the time. It's a fucking weird going on. I'll tell you what is getting on my tits. These people that were like, keep banging on about my freedom's been taken away because I've got to wear a mask in public. Fuck off. What freedom? You ain't got no freedom in first fucking place. What hardship is it, right? Putting a mask on while you pop in to buy some fucking Coke or something from a shop. Coca-Cola. None of that. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? What are these people about? My civil liberties have been taken away from me. Fucking get a grip, man. We've been wearing masks out here for months. It's no big fucking deal, is it? I mean, the biggest problem with it is when you get in your car and go, fuck, I've left my mask. So I know what you're thinking. You think, leave a spare one in the car. I've got them little blue shitty, you know, surgical ones. But I like to have my Liverpool mask or my NY, my Yankees mask. You know what I mean? Because I'm cool as fuck, me, for a granddad, you know. Yeah. Anyway. COVID, whatever, we've got to do it, right? We've got to do it. We've got to do it. It's as simple as that. My auntie's just messaged me. She looks after me. I call her Mumsy number 2. Yeah, because she used to call her mum Mumsy, my nana. And my mum obviously died, so I don't have a mum now. So my auntie's my mum's only sister. And I call her Mumsy number 2. And it's cute, isn't it? Yeah, I knew you needed to know that. Families, mate. You know, if you've got a decent family, it's right. Some people in my family, I never hear from them. Not because we've got a problem, we just have different relationships. You know, I speak to them every now and then. Hey, you all right? Yeah. My auntie, she checks on me every day. She's the only fucker that does. Actually, quite a lot of you guys do. You do message me when I disappear for you. All right, Dunk. Anyway, so yeah, so that could be good news, couldn't it, guys? You know, getting the fans back in the stadium. Oh, I miss it. I do miss the football. Like, I do miss it. I'm sure we'll get our day. You know, our celebrations and things like that. Yeah, I miss it. And I just wondered, so basically the video is, are you enjoying football like you normally do? Did it take the shine off, you know, the way that things have happened? And throw some positives in there. Just say, nah, yeah, don't, but we're going to be all right, Chubs. We're going to be all right. We're going to do this, we'll do that. We'll have a big fucking party and a big knees up and stuff like that. And the fans will be back in the stadium. So I thought that was a bit of positive news, to be honest. And I thought you might appreciate it. All right. All right then. Don't forget, you know, you watch KopTalk TV. You can support this channel by clicking on join. You get access to my other videos as well, and it also helps me immensely. I think cost of a coffee. Want some other something? You can become a member of this channel. Become a member and become part of our squad. We call it the squad. We got some great people in the squad. Oh, yes. So you can do that. But what I wanted to say actually was that KopTalk TV does have its own Twitter account and Facebook page for little updates and stuff. All right. So if you're on them platforms, you might want to give it a follow or a like. You might fucking not. And obviously I'm on Twitter at Duncan Oldham. And I'd love you to be my Facebook friend as well. Dunk Oldham. D-U-N-K. All right. O-L-D-H-A-M. That's the one I use for this. All right then, let me know your thoughts on it, guys, on getting fans back in the stadium. Football without fans is nothing, in my opinion. I'm going now. I don't think I'll be making you another video because I've got some stuff to do. But I did just say, actually, in the members video, I just did very good video. If you click on join... I did say in the other video, actually, you know, obviously you know that my studio looks like someone's opened the door, pulled a pin on a grenade and chucked it in here and shut the door again. That's not an excuse for me not to make content. It's just off-putting. However, at the end of August, first week of September, I do have some help coming. I'm flying some help in to help me sort a lot of things, and that'll be taken care of then. But we obviously can't wait until then. So I'm going to clear the boxes that I have to climb over to make the videos, and I promise you, I'll be here on Monday. Okay. Right, so I don't know if I told you earlier, but it's Friday. Friday is the day I go for my Thai massage. Right. No, I know what you're thinking. You think, no. I only get my legs done. I get my legs done and my feet done. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. It's good. It's not a bloke before you fucking start. No. And I do get an happy ending. Yeah, 10% off is my happy ending. That's all I'm fucking interested in. I'm not interested in that funny business. And then I'm off to see a couple of my mates out in the village, you know. Last week, I've got to tell you this story, guys, before I go. It's nothing about Liverpool, so you can log off now if you're not interested. One of my mates is like fucking really left politically. Right, really left politically. Mate, you know what I'm like. If you follow me on Twitter and that, even on here, you must know I like a laugh, a giggle. I don't take, you know what I mean? I don't take life too seriously, mate. I like a laugh. I like to wind people up in a funny way, not trolling them, like. And I see people getting triggered so often about Donald Trump, for example. It makes me laugh. You know what I mean? I like the Don. I think he's all right. I also think he's a bit of a knob. But I don't, you know what I mean? I just like, I'm fair. If he does something stupid, I'll say, fuck off, Don, you're being ridiculous. If people are on his case, I'll go, come on, Don, ignore him, mate, right? So just like, that's the way I am. I like to be, yeah, I'm fair. It's as simple as that. But there's some people that will like, can always see bad in him. There'll be some people that always see good in him. Now, my mate, right, he's very opinionated when it comes to politics, and he's very, you couldn't get any further left. He would make Jeremy Corbyn look like Adolf Hitler. All right. So, fucking, do you know what I did, guys? Don't get upset, right? I bought a Donald Trump T-shirt. It says Trump 2020, and I put it on last week because we meet on a Friday. And I meet in a village in a pub, and it's really, really quiet, and it stood out like a sore thumb. Honestly, I forgot, and I did think to myself, I thought, fucking hell, I'd never wear this in a town. Honestly, I'm sat there, and there's people like at other tables outside bar like that. You know, especially them types that are sat there in them real funny colours. Do you know, I don't mean the rainbow colours. I mean, you know these lot that wear these real colourful jumpers, and they've got like tassels hanging down, and their hair's a bit like, you could just tell like that they would normally live in a tree house, and they've got a little dog with them as well. Them people, do you know what I mean? They're looking at me, and I can see them going, look at him with a Trump T-shirt on. You know what I mean? But it quite turned me on, actually, because I was like, yeah, I'm glad it's pissing you off. As if it's triggering you just because I'm wearing a fucking T-shirt, you morons. You don't know the truth behind it. Anyway, my mate turns up and he's like, you fucking absolute... You know what I mean? And he put a picture on his Facebook of me. He took a picture and he was like that, pointing at me, going, look at this. They do say you're never 2 yards away from a wanker. Anyway... Tell you what, man, he put it on his Facebook, and there was about 40 comments from people going, disgusting, disgusting, fucking awful, awful, I hope he's not a friend of yours. Honestly, only one person said, nice T-shirt. Maybe more determined, right? So, apparently, right, the only thing that could be more offensive than wearing a Donald Trump T-shirt, right, he's a Newcastle supporting fan. He said to me, there's only two, he said there's something that he ain't, there's something more offensive than that. And I went, what? He went, well, obviously a fucking Newcastle shirt, a Sunderland shirt, right? Well, I ain't going to wear one of them, even for a fucking joke. No way, right? He went, Boris Johnson's the biggest twat on this planet. He went, that would be more offensive. And he went, or a Sunderland shirt. I got my little Amazon delivery today. If you follow me on Instagram, Duncan Oldham, you'll see both shirts. So I'm turning up to them, I'm going to wear them. I've got this T-shirt that says Boris, and it's a picture of Boris Johnson. I can't wait to go, because I'm like the cheeky little schoolboy. That's why I used to get chucked out of school all the time. Honestly, I used to get suspended all the time. Never for doing anything fat neck, like stupid, or like fucking smoking, or drugs, or fighting, or fucking damaging anything, just for being cheeky, you know, like that little cheeky lad and that. I thought it was cheeky. They called it being disruptive, apparently. Apparently they can't take a fucking joke, teachers. But the girls loved it, you know what I'm saying? If you're cheeky, they like that, don't they? You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite buzzing about it. Now, when I put the picture out, some people on my Instagram are like, oh, you do realise that's gonna, some people are going, say, fuck people, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Boris Johnson. I don't give a fuck about Donald Trump. I'm just having a laugh. I'm having a laugh with my friend, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see his fucking face today. I had to share that story with you. That's it. I mentioned it because we're talking about Boris. You said Boris was me. Fucking. And I don't give a fuck if you don't think it's funny. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. Get off my channel. Right, guys. Have a great weekend. And we'll regroup on Monday. All right. You never know. I could do something over the weekend. I mean, I ain't got much on, to be honest. Well, yeah, I've got some writing to do. But we'll see. Monday, definitely, I promise you, Monday I'll be in here as part of my routine, because I've got my podcast well routined at the moment, the KopTalk podcast and the Dunk Knows Best podcast, so I will get into a routine with the videos. I have to do it, even though it looks like a bomb in here. Also, you know, I know some of you listen to my podcast. I've got a third podcast now called Dunk Keto's Best. So if you're a jubster and you're trying to lose weight, I lost 8 stone doing this, and I'm still on it. I've just lost 4 kilos, 8.8 pounds in the last 11 days by being back on this lifestyle change again. Because during the lockdown, it was very difficult and that, you know what I mean? I couldn't go to the shops that I wanted to. Over here, you were only allowed to go to your nearest place where you could buy food. You couldn't go to the next supermarket or anything. And it kind of threw me off, and plus the depression of everything. But Dunk Keto's Best. I've just published my first episode of that podcast, and if you're looking to lose a little bit of weight, and a lot of people have been inspired by my weight loss and everything, then give it a listen, is what I'm saying. Dunk, D-U-N-K, Ketos, K-E-T-O-S, Best, Dunk Keto's Best. You see what I did there? Yeah. Right, Dunk Keto's Best. You'll find it on Spotify, Deezer, TuneIn, you know, that which is an app called TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any decent podcast app. And Dunk Keto's Best is also on Facebook and Twitter. I can help you shift some weight if you want to get it off. And if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I've struggled with it all my life. All right. Right, I'm off, guys. Have a fabulous weekend, and thank you so much for supporting me. And if you want to watch my extra videos, click on join underneath. See you later, guys.